Let's review this unofficial transcript. Focus your attention to the bottom of the transcript, and you will see an assessment score of Reading 54, English 20, and Math 20. These are some of the first courses you should attempt to complete at Cerritos College because they allow you to move closer towards certificate and/or AA degree completion, while also preparing you to complete transfer level coursework. Each of these classes actually fall into the basic skill category, meaning you are strengthening your skills in preparation for the rigors of higher level classes. As you may recall from the transcript, this student placed in the Reading 54 along the range of Reading 42 to Reading 54, in English 20 within the range of English 15 to English 100, and Math 20 within the course sequence of Math 20 to Math 80 or 80B. Upon completion, the ending courses Math 80 or 80B, English 100, and Reading 54 qualify you for the AA degree as having met the necessary proficiency requirements. Taking a critical thinking course, as well as a 100 level or higher math course, count toward meeting your transfer general education requirements. You will have to refer to Plan A, B, or C to find out what additional general education coursework must be completed to meet your transfer goals.
So now we're going to be talking about Plan C, and the formal name of Plan C is the Intersegmental General Education Transfer Curriculum. And you may hear counselors refer to this as IGETC for short. This plan is designed for the student that is interested in transferring to the University of California, UC, or for the student that's undecided between transferring to UC or the Cal State system. A student completing this plan may also receive an associate's degree. Just so you know, though, transferring to a university does not require an associate's degree. It is important to note that completion of Plan C is not an admissions requirement for transfer to UC or Cal State, but is strongly recommended. It is also worth noting that students have other ways to satisfy transfer general education breadth requirements, and that Plan C may not be appropriate for majors that require high numbers of units. Plan C requires a grade of C or better in each course for satisfactory completion of the pattern. Just a note here about some of the special marks you may see on Plan C. Courses that have an asterisk appear in more than one category but may be used to satisfy only one general education category. Moving now to the requirements. Area 1 is English communication. Area 1A, English composition, can be satisfied by only one course, English 100. As noted on Plan B, English 100 has prerequisites that must be fulfilled before enrollment. Area 1B, Critical Thinking English Composition, can be satisfied with any one of the courses listed and has a prerequisite of completion of English 100. Area 1C, Oral Communication, is a requirement that only applies to students using Plan C for CSU transfer. UC-bound students are not required to complete this category. Moving now to Area 2, Mathematical Concepts and Quantitative Reasoning, one course is required. Although any of the courses listed will satisfy this requirement, certain courses may be more appropriate for certain majors than others. If you know what your major is now, you may want to let your counselor know. Area 3, Arts and Humanities, requires 3 courses, with at least one course from A, Arts, and at least one course from B, Humanities. The third course can come from either category. As with Plan B, students new to college may want to consider the Arts category since many of these courses do not require prerequisites. You may take up to 2 courses in this category. For Area 4, Social and Behavioral Sciences, 3 courses from at least 2 disciplines are required. Disciplines are organized academic areas of study, And examples of disciplines include psychology, sociology, or anthropology. The intent of having students take courses from two different disciplines is to provide some variety and breadth in this area. Area 5, Physical and Biological Sciences, requires at least two courses, with at least one from A, Physical Sciences, and at least one from B, Biological or Life Sciences. At least one of these courses requires a laboratory, and units in this area must total a minimum of 7. Finally, moving to additional requirements that are specific to either UC or Cal State, the language other than English requirement is one that is required for UC only. It can be satisfied with the completion of 2 years of high school foreign language with a grade of C or better. If you don't have that, it can be satisfied with the first college semester of a foreign language here at Cerritos or Sign Language 101. In addition, there are other ways to satisfy this requirement. Finally, the United States History, Constitution, and American Ideals requirement is a Cal State only requirement. It can be satisfied with the completion of one of the U.S. history courses listed and one of the American government courses listed. Courses taken to meet this requirement may be used to satisfy requirements for Plan C, depending on the receiving CSU campus policy. I think that's going to be it for Plan C. I'm going to talk a little bit about the requirements to prepare you for your major at the universities, which you can take the requirements here at Cerritos College. And now, not all of you may have a major at this point, but if you do, there is a resource that can help you, and it's called Assist. In order for you to look up this resource, it's a web-based tool, and you would go to www.assist.org. And it will bring you to a website that says Welcome to Assist at the top. In order to use this, there's a header that says Explore Transfer Information, and then a pull-down menu that says click here to select an institution. So you would go ahead and go into that pull-down menu, and you would select Cerritos College as the college of origin. And then it will bring you to another screen that says Agreements with Other Campuses. And we're going to use the example of one of our local Cal State campuses, California State University in Long Beach. And then it will bring you to a screen that will have several headers on it, but the one that you want to look at is by major. So we're going to look at an example today of business administration, which is a common major for many students. And when we select that major, we come to a report that on the report it lists the major and it lists the various specializations that are under that major. Accountancy, finance, for example, are specializations. And if you move further down the report, you'll see that there are courses listed. And on the left-hand side of the courses that are required at the university, and on the right-hand side are the Cerritos College equivalent courses that will be accepted at California State University in place of their courses when you take them here at Cerritos College. Generally, for classes required for your major, you're expected to get a grade of C or better in all classes required for major preparation. So this will give you all the requirements for major preparation for business administration at California State University in Long Beach that you can take here at Cerritos College. You can print this report by going up to the gold button on the top left and clicking on that. And I would recommend that you visit the site at least once a semester because major preparation requirements can change, and this is the most up-to-date resource that you can access to look at these requirements. Now, you may not yet have decided on your major, and at this point it's perfectly okay if that's the case. I mean, it's very common at this point. But if you have some idea of your major, or you'd like to find out about a specific major, or maybe look for majors that interest you and look for campuses that offer that particular major, then the Exploring Majors feature may be able to help you. So in order to take a look at this feature in Assist, you can go to the top left-hand corner and hit the back button 3 times to return to the Welcome to Assist home screen. And then you can go down to the bottom of the page under the heading that says Explore Majors and click on the Explore Majors tab. And then that will take you to a screen that says Exploring Majors at the top. You can click on the Majors tab, and that will take you then to the 3 different ways that you can use this feature. Now, I'm only going to be talking about 2 of the ways in this portion of the program. If you already know the name of your major, you can see where that major or variations of that major are offered by clicking on the Majors tab under the heading List of Majors at the bottom. By doing so, it will provide a complete alphabetical listing of majors and the abbreviated names of the universities that offer them. Now, another way, if you don't know the specific name of a major but maybe you know some general keywords, is by using the search feature. So to go back, you want to hit the back button at the top left-hand corner, and it will take you back to the page that has Exploring Majors at the top. And then you would go down to the middle of the page and enter the keyword that you have into the search field. And in this case, we're going to use the example of biology. So you go ahead and enter your keyword and hit the search button, and then it will generate an alphabetical list of majors that include the word biology. Now, this method, however, may or may not yield results depending on the keywords that you've entered into the search field. This then concludes our brief look at Assist. I recommend that you visit the site frequently because it is the most up-to-date resource available regarding courses the universities will accept.